The Combined Election Observation Mission says the environment was conducive to the conduct of peaceful and fair elections. In preliminary findings, the mission reports that several political parties complained of blockages in accessing campaign venues, with incidents of harassment and intimidation. Observers also noted that some campaigns were marred by the excessive use of force and vote inducement through gifts and irregular campaign financing practices. The report further raised concerns over the involvement of the military in the electoral process, which contravenes the law.
However, stakeholders raised concerns regarding the domestic observers' accreditation process, particularly delays, unclear criteria, and limitations imposed by the Electoral Commission affecting some civil society organizations. Additional concerns received were on the boundary delimitation exercise, alleged to have been characterized by limited public consultation, logistical delays, and disputes over demarcation.
The shutdown of internet services 2 days before the elections, the mission says, restricted access to information.
The mission noted with concern the shutdown of the internet now still on the pipe. The action has affected citizens' right to receive information, increases freedom of expression, and has also affected the effectiveness of our mission.
The mission commended government for facilitating the necessary logistical and operational resources. Overall, the mission observed calmness and patience among Ugandans despite the delays. The observers also report inconsistent communication on use of the manual voters register, with instructions reaching polling officials at different times.
Despite these delays, the mission observed that the environment was generally calm and peaceful, with noticeable presence of party and candidate agents.
While most presiding officers received the instruction to use manual verification, others did not receive the same instruction. As a result, their session remained unopened longer than others, awaiting to receive instruction, some as late as 12 noon from 1 p.m.
Similar inconsistencies were noted after voting was extended by 1 hour to compensate for lost time, as some polling stations still closed at the originally stipulated time of 4 p.m. In conclusion, the mission stated that reports of harassment, arrests, intimidation of candidates, and the internet shutdown contravene provisions of the African Charter on Democracy and the right to information. The mission has recommended that Parliament undertakes comprehensive electoral reforms and enact a campaign financing law. The Electoral Commission was advised to conduct robust testing of adapted technologies.
The Electoral Commission needs to minimize cases of denomination of candidates by enhancing mechanisms for verification of requirements before nomination.
The proposed legal reforms should also consider the following. A. Enacting a campaign financing law that provides for clear spending limits and effective enforcement mechanisms to curb the commercialization of elections. B. Reviewing and passing a comprehensive policy and framework governing the utilization of technology in elections. C.
Observers also urged the Commission to prioritize voter education to address the high number of invalid votes. The mission says a final report will be released within 1 month, and it has called on all actors dissatisfied with the election outcome to seek legal redress through established channels.